I love dancing so much. I wouldn't be who I am as a Native woman without dancing. And I feel like I'm riding on an energy that is creation. So for me to dance this style of dance, I can't put into English words what it means. The reason why I dance is because I was raised with my grandmother, Catherine Martel. She's a residential school survivor. So for her, she would hide who we were to me. She would tell me in secret, we're really Wyandot Nation, but don't tell people because it's not accepted in society yet, she would say to me. So dancing for me is honoring her. It's healing what she couldn't heal in that time. I always knew I wanted to dance as a child. I just didn't know what style of dance I would do. So that's when the seed was there, but Nazarene is what fertilized it.
When I was young, like about 4 or 5, I was at a powwow and I seen a jingle dress dancer and I went up to go touch her cones, but then my mom said, no, you can't touch. And then I said, Mommy, I want to dance.
So we said, okay, maybe it's time for her to dance, and we went to a dance class at the Native Canadian Center. And when I brought her to the dance class, the teacher there said, if you want your daughter to dance, you must dance. And so here we are today. So in the early 1900s, there was a men's fancy dance that evolved from our men's traditional dance. And it attracted this young lady. She saw that dance and she loved it so much. And at that time, the church was in our nations, that binary came onto our nations, and it became the men's and women's dances. That young lady, she couldn't dance that dance. So what did she do? She went and made herself a men's fancy regalia and she danced. And to honor her, the shawls came off of our arms and onto our backs, and we began to lift our feet off of Mother Earth. There was a time when we were at Native Women's and we got tickets to the ballet here. So it was the first time I ever been to a ballet. And they created this whole space for them. And I looked and it's beautiful. And then I look down and I see that there's 8 dancers that I'm sitting with. And where's our space like this? And yes, we have powwow, but we had to fight for that. We weren't allowed to dance at one time. Being dressed in regalia was illegal on our own land. I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time because I can sit here like this, carefree. I don't suffer a consequence. Our ancestors did. So what I would like to create for our community is where ballet dancers can sit in that booth and watch us in our space that we created for ourselves, the way we want to create it. Our traditional dances create space for us to have conversations of how our issues can be addressed. And is the medicine we need, because we know through colonization, our agency is lost. So to be able to have an avenue for that agency to be there it's almost like you're given a lens to be able to see what has been happening and where we are, and then how we might be able to get out of that. When I dance with Nazarene, it's the most incredible feeling I've ever felt in my life. It's healing just in itself. Like, I could never dance with my grandma. So to be able to dance with her shows how strong we are as nations. Come from a time where my grandmother, we couldn't be who we were. And now we can dance and I can see that going through. It's just beautiful.